Hello, and welcome to a special bonus edition of Robert versus the New York Times crossword. So there was another puns and anagrams puzzle posted, I guess, this past Sunday when I was hanging out with the old Duke crew, so didn't get a chance to do it at the time, but this is my favorite variety of puzzle, or at least it used to be. I think I might prefer cryptics these days. And, you know, just want to do it. Might as well get a video out of it. So there's a link to the puzzle below if you have a New York Times game subscription, or some other way to get the puzzle. But why don't we just jump into it? 100 pauses, so probably see something. Woman who's into eels, etc. Regarding Christian fasting periods. Something Lent. Relent. Relents? That's probably that. Nothing odd about Deidre. The odd letters in Deidre? Did? Winter Olympian may kiss them for luck. Tests a culinary product, so that's tastes. Anagram of tests Saints or Seahawks. Crests here, 100 pauses. Skis, that's an anagram of kiss. Nothing odd about Deidre. Oh, air? Maybe? It's the nothing odd, it's the evens. Could be. Mongoose said this is a meerkat, just an anagram of meek rat. It's cute. One who's into eels, etc. So probably an anagram of eels, etc. But I don't see it yet. Crying court rallies. This could be an anagram of rallies, is that right? All rise, yeah, that's what you say in court. Cayman fanatic maniac, that's just an anagram of Cayman. 6 down member from Pittsburgh. Stealer? Opens passer. So anagram of passer, maybe. But I don't see it yet. I figure that's extra at higher income levels. Like the Venus de Milo. Could be unarmed, just as a pun. Pile up. PM. Counterpart of a C column. Something row. R row, maybe? Like arrow? Does nothing but read sad poems, maybe. Naysay. I think just nay, like this. Or it could be like this, actually, because this should be an anagram of eels, etc. Celister? Common contraction of tins isn't. Atari headpiece tiara, that's just an anagram of Atari. Speck of dust online is emote, because a mote is a speck of dust. Does nothing but read sad poems. Killer blank, awesome fabric ridge. Killer seam? Is it a fabric ridge? Static storage spots. Attics, that's an anagram of static. There's Celeste. I said Celester, but there's no R there. A war that a French filmmaker cares about. César, I think. I think that's a French film war. It's an anagram of cares. Racketeering or murder crimes. That's drug-like, essentially. Not sure. Back leg. It's a gel, just leg backwards. Weak something? I'm sure. Trickers and REM states. This should be an anagram of REM state. Yeah, REM states. Teamsters. Walk. Weak something. Rolling in cash, rich. Ed over TH, or ED over TH. Not sure. Tootsie blank. Something sweet for Dustin Hoffman. So roll, but it should be like with an E here. Core principle. This is tenet. I think 3, 4, 5 strokes typically. What a poet may write at the end. faith for most of Mali. So this is Islam. Anagram of Mali's. This is ugly because ugly is in the middle of drug-like. Mole on Sesame Street. That's Elmo because it's anagram of mole. Locale of 40s sugar production in Germany. Stuttgart. I think. So what's the 4 T's? There's 4 T's and the letters in sugar. Stuttgart has 4 T's in it. I see. Pile up. Weapons passer. Spares? Spears. Yeah, it's an anagram of passer. It's just kind of weapons. This is S team. S is in Steam. Beginning of the end for minimalist art. So start because it's at the end of minimalist art. I think Heartless Rogue is a Rue. Yeah, so all these things need to actually be fills in the end. PM. Pile up. So nap. Yeah, so pile like on a rug is the nap with a rug, and you spell it up to get pan. I think that's got to be it. Figure that's extra. So this is tax. It's an anagram of extra at, probably. Tax rate. Yep. PM. XAM. So it used to be AM. It's an anagram. I mean, it just means exam. It's a pun. Does nothing but read sad poems, maybe. Mopes. And it's an anagram of poems. This one is arrow. So C column and R row. Killer whale. Yeah, it sounds like killer whale, but a whale is a fabric thing. Weak forasolars. Because it's going to be easels, right? But I don't get weak forasolars. Oh, unarmed. Oh, Edsel. Weak Ford sellers. Yeah, it's a famous flop for Ford. Yeah, Steeler. That's just a reference. What a poet may write at the end. Target for a Cockney golfer. Not sure. Dean's sister. Edna? I think it's just an anagram of Dean. Set of laws in Colorado and Delaware is code because CO is means Colorado and DE means Delaware. It protects the edge of the National Security Council. I think this is nail. Could be, right? Because NA and IL are at the edges of the National Security Council. Something amount, I guess. This is TH under ED or thundered. What a poem, yeah. 6 letters that are named for an Egyptian god. So it's going to be Amun-Ra because it's an anagram of R, A, and name. Like the letter R, A, and name. Retro computers. Don't know. It's cited by those upholding a decree. Edict. Anagram of cited. Grabber sees hat. Carpe? Good Twitter handle for a Firestone employee. At tire. A tire. Because Firestone makes tires. A set of engagements in the afternoon. A set to tease. Right? It's an anagram of a set. Their engagements in the afternoons. Religious observance symbolized by white asters in part. Anagram of asters. So Easter. Former tie on me. One time? Yeah, one time means former, and it's an anagram of tie on me. Yeah, it is. A note. Totally exhausted and dire. Somewhat petite bird. So this tit, so that's in the middle of petite, so that's part of it. Keep the change, e.g. One yelling his head off. Something or screamer. Kramer, I see. It's Screamer without the S, which is the head of the word Screamer. Openers for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I think LAD. Those are the opening letters of everything in that phrase. Something line. It's going to be drained. It's an anagram of and dire. Anode is like the counterpart of a cathode, right? But oh, an ode. I see. You might write an ode for someone who's died, for example. Music highlights either way. Not sure. D and F on time, but E late. Grabber C's hat. Native American dwelling with no opening, so epee, because TP without the opening, without the T. Observed a deed, A. Observed a deed, A. Not sure. Catch here, tip line. It's just a pun. Yeah, so 2 C's and hat. Right, give you the letters for catch. Heated. So just the letters in deed A. Like Cal or Estes college major. Not sure. Symptom of mad cow disease. Put a pro who's adequate for the job. Put a pro could be an anagram here. Not sure. Okay, let's look at the downs. Currently, they may climb up moss-covered trees. Cool app for getting something to drink. Tumbler? Maybe? Oh, this should be like... Paramount? Paramount, yeah, I see. That's just a pun. Paramount. One who might have a rear lot to sell. Anagram of rear lot. Realtor. I see. So pun and anagram of rear lot. Family name for a Romeo. Not sure. Northbound driver's references. So maps, but northbound. So spam. Alternative to a whirlpool. Put a pro. So probably as anagram, put a pro. Is it? Symptom of mad cow disease. Like Cal or Estes college major, so pre-med? Why is that? Oh, esteemed and calmed. Those can both go before med. That's tough. Family name for a Romeo. Family name for a Romeo. Musical highlights either way. Solos. It's a palindrome either way. What is this though? Romeo something. Target for, I mean, is this T? Like, Cockney rhyming slang oftentimes takes the first letter. It can't be T. Creature that may climb up moss-covered trees. So up moss, possum. There we go. Symptom of mad cow disease. Moo rage. Just a pun. Alternative to a whirlpool. AGE. General Electric, but age is a word. Up to par. Yeah, that means adequate. So this is more. It's just an anagram of Romeo, and it's a last name. Retro Computers Max here, backwards, so scam. And cool app. So Alco Pop. That's an anagram of cool app. I guess it's something to drink. And why is this? Okay, let's do it. Why is this Olay? Target for a Cockney golfer. I think that's the only one I don't get. So if you understand that, let me know. Alco Pop, though. I guess that's going to be just an alcoholic soda of some kind. Yeah, alcohol and pop. Certain flavored alcoholic beverages with relatively low alcohol content. There you go. Alco Pop. Never. I don't think maybe have I. Trying to figure out if I've ever had one of these. I guess I've had a Smirnoff Ice before. Interesting. I didn't know they were called Alco Pops. Yeah, some interesting stuff here. It's hard to get into the mode for a Puns and Anagrams puzzle if you haven't done one in a while. Whale is kind of hard. I guess we should look up whale. That's a fabric thing. It has to do with like the not talking about Wale though. Yeah. Is it just an anagram of is it just a synonym of corduroy? With a distinct pattern, a cord or a whale. Yeah, so that's kind of hard. There's some other hard stuff. I don't get this one though. I think it's the only one. Epee is classic crossword ease. Otherwise, yeah. What was my favorite thing? Maybe par amount was kind of cute for paramount. Moorage, I think, is kind of funny too. Yeah, pretty fun. 14.19, pretty reasonable. Yeah, so if you have a New York Times game subscription, I highly recommend that you go back through the archives and take a look at some of these variety puzzles. Unfortunately, you can't get them on app, which I think is a bit of a bummer. But every Sunday, I guess, there's a couple of variety puzzles, or one or a couple. Some of them you can only print out. I don't think I've ever actually tried to do one of these, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure they're fine. Spelling bee gets printed. Facility. Nice. But yeah, so if you're only doing the daily puzzles, you can find some interesting stuff in these. I wonder if I've done this on video. But basically the only ones I reliably do are the Puns and Anagrams. Those are my faves. Vowel lists are actually really cool. I guess I did this one on video, but I did it on Down for a Cross with some friends. Anyway, thanks for watching this bonus video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.